We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. A critical one in store for us here. It's Game 1 between the Scranton-Wilkes-Barre Railriders and the Louisville Bats. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Wade Miley, the Louisiana-born left-hander, will get the start on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
And that'll bring up Tyler Wade. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The second baseman, Tyler.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
First pitch, 7-0-6.
The windup and the 0-1. Slow curveball, 75 on the radar. It's 0-2.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Nothing in 2 count and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes, down.
Starting to get a bit chilly here tonight. 57 degrees at game time. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Full count, 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Now the payoff pitch home. Hard hit at third. Fielded cleanly, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Batting second, the center fielder, Jason Dominguez.
So striding in, Jason Dominguez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The pitch. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Peyton is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Batting third, the first baseman, Mike Ford.
Striding into the box, Mike Ford. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. Jordan Montgomery, a hurler from South Carolina, will be the starting pitcher in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
At the plate, Jose Garcia. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the bat, the shortstop, Jose.
Here it comes. Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike.
It's out 1-1.
Lazy fly ball out to center field. Here's the center fielder, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Batting second, the second baseman, Christian Cologne.
Standing in, Christian Cologne, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pitch on the way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Here it comes.
Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
1 out, nobody on. Great call that time as they caught him thinking fastball. It's 2-1.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
The 2-1. Taken, strike 2. He stays alive, still 2-2. And now a pitch on the way. Line toward right center. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it, not coming around it, and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
Into the box, Jesse Winker, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Man at first for him following the 1-out single. The 0-1 pitch. In the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball. All even now, 2-2. From the stretch. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Scott Schebler, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And there's ball 1. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Cologne stands at second with 2 gone. Schebler even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Got him looking at the two-seamer, and that'll end it. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. An inning in the books, no score on MLB Network. Stepping up to the plate, Mike Tauchman.
Leading off for Scranton Wilkes, the left fielder, Mike Tauchman.
Here comes the first pitch. Grounded to first, right to him. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
The shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Stepping in, Orlando Arcia. First pitch on its way. This one's down to third. Reined in. And very quickly there, they're two gone to start the inning.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and standing in now the catcher, Chris Iannetta. First pitch coming, here it is. No score here as we play inning number 2. Iannetta behind now 0-2.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field super quick.
And he gets him to go after 1-0-2 as this is popped in the air toward the left side of the infield. India is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. That'll bring in Phillip Ervin.
Leading off for the bat, the right fielder, Phillip Ervin.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ervin is usually more of a threat when facing left-handers like this. The right-handers tend to give him a bit more trouble, so we'll see if that trend continues. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Gardner is there to put it away for out number 1.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Jonathan India.
Stepping up now, Jonathan India. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Sharp ground ball to third. He's got it. And there are 2 away now.
Batting seventh, the left fielder, Payton.
Now at the plate, Mark Payton will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope, outside.
One ball and 2 strikes to count.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. And he'll find a way to get a piece of that one to stay alive. Bottom of the second here with no score. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Into the box now, Josh Fuentes. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Now here's the pitch. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
Batting it, the right fielder, Brett Gardner.
Stepping into the box, Brett Gardner. First pitch of the at-bat. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Third inning, no score to this point. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Now the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Urban is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Batting 9, the designated hitter, Yoanel Segovia.
Striding forward now is the DH, Yoanel Segovia. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Here's the first pitch to him. Off-speed pitch, just missed inside. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. A 1-1. Misses above the zone for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. To short. Fielded cleanly. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
Second baseman, Tyler Williams.
In now, Tyler Wade. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0. A runner on first with 2 away. Runners on the move for second. That's a strike to throw down. Not in time as he steals second.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard at this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
Now a little dribbler here off to the right side of the mound. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And we are tied 0-0. Ready now, Kirk Casale, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The catcher, Kirk.
First delivery to him on the way.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1 home.
Ball, that's out.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase. He's there and records the first out.
Batting ninth, the first baseman, Michael Tolia.
Digging in, Michael Tolia. First offering on its way. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. And it's 1-1. Up high, 2-1 now. Count even at 2-2. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Skied into straightaway right. Gardner is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, the shortstop, Jose.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jose Garcia. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball, that's out.
The 1-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Gardner is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Now at the plate, Jason Dominguez comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Jason Dominguez.
First delivery to him on the way. Laid off, but a called strike as that caught the outside. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
The 1-1. Grounder down the line at third, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now the pitch.
That's out, 2-2.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
To the plate now, Mike Ford. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike 2. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in, make him prove he...
Ouch, that one hit him.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Mike Tauchman. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming, here it is.
Ball, that's out.
Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. Now the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
So runners at first and second here with 1 away. And up next will be the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. From the belt, kicks and deals. Too high, 1-0. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Now the 2-0.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. There's 1. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go, and we are tied 0-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Christian Colon. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Non-competitive pitch right there, runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
So now to the plate, Jesse Winker fouled off. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. from the stretch.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
A runner at first with no outs here. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. From the belt, the pitch. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
And that brings up Scott Schebler as he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike 1. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. The 0-1. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight. Standing in now, Phillip Ervin, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
That's ball 2.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike, the count.
Boy, he just threw that fastball by him.
2 strikes.
The 2-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Hey, guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball. The batter obviously timed the first one. Second one, he was not going to let go. Good wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
Into the box now, Jonathan India. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. 1 there. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this.
Leading off for Scranton Wilkes-Barre, the catcher, Chris Lionetta.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Late swing there on the changeup. Couldn't make up his mind, I guess. It's strike two. Now a fastball. Oh, look below the knees, but he rings him up anyway, and there's one gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
At the plate now, Josh Fuentes, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Here comes another 0-2. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side. Another 0-2 coming. Swung on in the dirt, strike three. And the throw to first is there to record the second out.
Now batting.
Here's Brett Gardner now. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Here it comes. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Yeah, man, he's locked in and pretty dominant since the first, so as long as he can get back in that groove with the next batter, he's not going to worry too much about it.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Stepping in now, Yoanhil Segovia, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. Whoa, right back at him, and it hit him. Recovery throw is not in time, and that'll go down as a painful single. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. In now, Tyler Wade, as he'll take a look at ball one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The set and the 1-0. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul.
You could tell he was guessing right there, and he certainly wasn't guessing changeup. That pitch was in his wheelhouse, and he was late.
And he popped him up. India trying to get there, and he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Last half of the 5th coming up, and we still have no score. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Mark Payton.
The left fielder, Mark Payton.
Here's the first pitch to him. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Now a pitch swung on and missed. It's 2-1. And the pitch.
Ball.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
The 3-1. And that misses ball four now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the fifth underway.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Now at the plate, Kirk Casale. First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Now a throw over to first, and the runner back easily. Nobody out, runner on first. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Here comes the 1-0. And this one's in the dirt. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. Two balls and a strike. Line to the right side. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Into the box, Michael Tolia, standing in from the right side as he takes strike one. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And he pops it up. Here comes a left fielder. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop, Jose Garcia.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jose Garcia. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. First and second now, 1 man out. Hard hit ball to second. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Boy, every pitcher needs a little bit of help. How about this? This infielder makes a terrific catch on this line drive, probably saving a run from scoring.
Ready once again, Christian Colon. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Lays off 2-2 now.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Ready for another shot now. Jason Dominguez. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Jason Dominguez.
First delivery to him on the way.
That's out.
Now the 1-0.
That's Bolton.
Yanked on the ground down the line, but this will get foul. 2-1. Now the pitch.
That's ball 3.
Mike Ford will be next. The 3-1. Hit down the line at first. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Then it goes to first, and it's not in time.
I know he didn't smoke that one from the offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a knock, especially to lead off an inning. Game tied, and it's getting late. That could prove to be pivotal.
At the plate, Mike Ford. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job. Now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
The 1-0. Smoke toward the hole. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now back.
These guys are in perfect position to break through right here and to take the lead. There is without question nothing tougher than back-to-back singles. You don't know if they're going to bunt. You don't know. They can do so. They have so many options at their disposal right now.
Mike Tauchman is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Curveball there. This one touching 77 miles an hour. 2 strikes. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 0-2 home. This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time. Oh, it's hit to third. 5. The tag gets 1. On to first. A double play.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Here comes the first pitch. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Cologne ranging into the outfield, and he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up, and we still have no score. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next to bat will be Jesse Winker.
The designated hitter, Jesse Winker.
Here's the first pitch to him. Strike taken up in the zone. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ran one in on him there as this is hit softly to third. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing. But, hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
Ready for another chance? Scott Schebler. And he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here. But at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
He's set. Here it comes.
Ball left outside.
In there, and it's even at 1.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
1-1 to 1-2 now.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
The 1-2. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Grounded back up the middle. And that's through into center field, base hit. And now this is bobbled out in center. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, that's the difference between a harmless error and a costly one. With the bases empty, it doesn't hurt that much, but with a man on, that allows a run to score.
Now out of the dugout comes the manager as he'll make his way towards the mound. And a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Adam Warren takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
For Scranton Wilkes, number 48, Adam Warren.
To the plate now, Phillip Ervin, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. A runner at second, nobody out. This is line to left. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game.
You've got to applaud the effort there from the left fielder. It just didn't work out as the ball squirts by him, resulting in a double. That's the danger of leaving your feet in the outfield.
At the plate now, Jonathan India. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. No hits to this point. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. A 1-1. Warren playing here in his age 31 season. He throws a slider, a four-seam fastball, a changeup, and a curveball. No one out with a runner at second. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The left fielder, number 34.
In now, Mark Payton. It was a walk in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. Nope. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0.
Nope, 1-0.
And this one's down the middle, a ball and a strike.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And it's fouled away. He'll try again, 1-2. Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Pitch is popped up. Fuentes calls for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Kurt Casale.
Stepping into the box, Kurt Casale. He singled his last time up. From the stretch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Gardner is there, and that retires the side. So 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left on base. On to the 7th here in Game 1. The Bats lead it 2-0. New inning set to get underway, and next to hit is the catcher, Chris Iannetta.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
First delivery to him on the way. No balls and 1 strike. Now here's the pitch. Hit in the air out to straightaway left field. Payton is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Josh Fuentes.
At the plate, Josh Fuentes. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
Hit hard to the right. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is line to left. Payton is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
So here's the veteran Brett Gardner. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses, ball one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and a strike. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate, good command of the off-speed pitches, very little traffic on the bases. So far, he couldn't have drawn up to be any better than he has been so far in this one.
Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent, beware.
Down the first baseline, reined in, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. Louisville's out in front here, 2-0. Dan Otero gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 36, Dan Otero.
Last half of the 7th here, and next it'll be the switch hitting first baseman, Michael Tolia.
The first baseman, Michael.
He's set and the pitch. Otero has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boy, and every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself, and this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
Here comes the 1-0. Ball 2.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
Here's the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Dominguez has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Jose Garcia.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Jose Garcia. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Swing and a miss. Little too anxious there, 1-1. One out, nobody on. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
The 2-2. And a pitch swung on and bounced to Arcia at short. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the second baseman, Christian.
Digging in to try it again, Christian Colon. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First delivery to him on the way.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Got him out at his front foot. It's 0-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside. 2 out, nobody on. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Ready with the 1-2. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. He's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. 8th inning coming up. The Bats lead it 2-0. Striding in once again, Yoanel Segovia. A couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Yoanel Segovia.
Here comes the first pitch.
Back outside.
Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. Skied into straightaway right. Long run for the right fielder. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The second baseman, Tyler Wade.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Tyler Wade, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Down and away, ball 1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. And now a pitch on the way.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
The 3-1 pitch. Grounded to the right. Scooped up. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now back, the center fielder, Jason Dominguez.
Digging in now, Jason Dominguez. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. In the air, down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Payton will wait on it. And he will make the catch, so that'll do it. Nothing across here this half. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Louisville's out in front here, 2-0. Tyler Lyons is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 58, Tyler Lyons.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and next to bat will be Jesse Winker.
The designated hitter, Jesse Winker.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Oh, that's just out.
A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Lyons, a 6'4" lefty. He throws a slider, a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a changeup, and a 2-seam fastball. Winker in front, 3 balls and a strike.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well of 4.
Meanwhile now, this is a drive out to straightaway right field, and it's going to get out of here. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series, as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
A 3-run deficit in the bottom of the 8th is tough for a visiting team to overcome. But they've got 3 outs left, and after that homer, they're going to need to string together some hits to make a game of this thing.
Stepping in now, Scott Schebler. Yes, he'll take a look at a slider in the dirt, and it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Two balls and a strike. Now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Phillip Ervin is on deck. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Well, lefty on lefty, this is a tough matchup, but he stays in there, keeps that front shoulder closed, and just rips the pitch for a 2-bagger. Nice job of defying the odds there.
Now to the plate, Phillip Ervin. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. He extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series as they extend the lead to 5-0.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Zach Britton is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
For Scranton Wilkes, number 53, Zach Britton. Now batting, third baseman.
Standing in now, Jonathan India, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here comes the 1-0. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Britton, a 32-year-old veteran, he was selected in the 3rd round during the first-year player draft of 2006.
I know this guy hasn't turned out the way everyone expected, but he's still young. I don't think you can give up on a guy that has a tool set like this.
The 1-1. soft liner to the right side, but an easy play there at first as that becomes the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 34, Mark Payton.
Digging in, Mark Payton. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him.
1-0.
3 runs already home here. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now. Now here it comes. And this one's over at the knees, 2-1.
1 strike.
Seared down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Now the pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so his work is full now at 3-2.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. Striding in, Kurt Casale. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Still only 1 out in the inning. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And the runner back. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Fouled away. The 0-2 once more. And this one's in the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
The 1-2. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly, and there's out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Michael Toglia.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Michael Toglia. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that misses inside 1-0. Men on third with 2 down. And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
This is line to left. Base hit, and that'll get a run in. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Into the box, Jose Garcia, and it's grounded just foul down the line. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2.
Swung underneath that pitch, so he was either trying to elevate the ball or he was expecting a pitch to be a sinker and drop more than it did.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. We're on to the 9th here in game 1. The Bats lead it 6-0. Lucas Sims comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Lucas Sims.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Mike Ford.
Mike Ford.
Now the pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 1-0 home. Mike Tuchman will be next. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. Payton arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. And there's a final look at the numbers for the starter in this one. And he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance.
Wow, what a powerful performance. 8 shutout innings in line for the win.
So now to the plate, Mike Tuchman. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The windup and the 0-1. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball 1-1. Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. And the pitch. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
In now, Orlando Arcia. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
Now, when you've got a 6-run lead out there, there's no reason not to go right at guys. You have to keep attacking the zone.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Ready with the 3-0 pitch. A strike, and it's 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Hey, if he's going to get swings and misses at balls up and out of the zone, he's going to continue to go there.
And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you can coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
Final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, the man you see right there had a game to be proud of. He really came through when it mattered, and he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question. He was a tough out up there. Ended up collecting 3 knocks, including a home run. So without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
A 6-0 shutout to finish off tonight's game. The Louisville Bats jump out to a 1-0 series lead. Wade Miley pitches well enough to get the W. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa and the lefty Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Final line score. First for the victorious Bats, 6 runs on 12 hits, no errors, they left 8 men on base. For the Railriders, no runs, 5 hits, 1 error, they left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 50 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.